You have 1 minute to bring a rubric, a pencil, and a summary of your paw prints up to the carpet area. Be sitting quietly with everything out of your hand, ready to go. You may join me. Pen, what do you need to be doing right now? What do you need to be doing? Where's your summary? Yep, that you showed me. You have about 30 seconds, ready to go. Okay. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, we did not make it in time. Okay, so I told you guys what we're going to do today is we're going to look at our rubrics and we're going to actually assess ourselves. So I can use a rubric to assess myself and others. You guys have been summarizing. We've been practicing with boxes and bullets. We've been practicing with summarizing. Now we're actually going to assess ourselves and we're going to see how we do. So the first thing I want you guys to do is you guys have a rubric in front of you and I also have a rubric. So what I would like you to do is I want you to find the section where it says main ideas and supporting details / summary. When you have that in front of you, I want you to give me a thumbs up and let me know you found it. Let me know you found it. Give me a thumbs up. Should be up in the air so I can see.
Should be.
Okay, great. So here's what we're going to do. So right now we're looking at a level 4, a 3, and a 2. Now we've done the rubric before, so you guys know what I do when I actually check your work. So if you're at a level 4, I want you to think about what you just did with your summary. If you're at a level 4, Kion, did you write about the main idea or ideas? Now right now we're just looking at one main idea, right? So we're not dealing with two main ideas right now. So I want you to think to yourself, did I write the main idea? If you did, then you would check this off. Did you include a few carefully selected details that link to the main idea, or did you include the bullets? Did you include your supporting details? If you did, if you're following right over there, if you're following my anchor chart, you guys will have done that. So, do you have your box? Do you have your bullets? Did you talk about what type of text structure it is in your summary? Again, you guys know where to find text structure, right over there on anchor charts. Is it chronological? Is it problem solution, cause and effect, or compare and contrast? Did you write a brief summary on the article? If you did, you would mark yourself off. Now, the last one is, I kept my own opinion separate from the ideas in the text. What that means is, did you guys voice any of your opinions? If anywhere in your summary you write, I think that, then you're giving an opinion. And right now, we're dealing with just facts. This should be just expository writing, which means you're just dealing with facts. So if you gave any of your opinions, which when I walked around earlier, I didn't see anybody giving any opinions, then you would mark that off. I am willing to bet for from all the time we've spent on this, a lot of you guys are probably saying, oh yeah, I've done all that. But let's pretend we didn't. Let's pretend we didn't write a brief summary. Then you would go to level 3. Did you write about the main ideas? Or idea? Did you write about the important details? Did you write a brief summary? Notice it says half page or less on this one. And did you leave out any unimportant details? So when you guys are writing your summary, Kyle, I'm going to ask you one last time. Thank you. In your bullets, are you guys using information that pertains to what we're doing? Remember what I told you guys. With your boxes and bullets, this is your main idea. These are your 3 supporting details. These 3 supporting details have to fit in with the main idea. If they do not, then chances are it's probably unimportant. Now, I'm not saying it's not in the text, because that could definitely happen. But I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when you're reading the text, we're only looking for the important stuff. There's also some unimportant stuff in your text. So you're going to go through. If you didn't get all the boxes marked at a level 4, you're going to go down to a level 3. And you're going to mark off what you have. If you don't fill in all the boxes on this one, you're going to go to a level 2. I named the topic, but not the idea that the text tells about. So basically you're just going to tell me, here's the main idea. So you're not really giving me your bullets. And you're going to tell me what you learned from the text. So basically this one is just, a level 2 is your box, but no bullets. So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to actually practice using our rubric. I'm going to give you guys an example. And here's the example I want you guys to use. And I want you to score with your carpet buddy. What do you think this student's response is? Would you give them a 2, a 3, or a 4? So I'm going to go ahead and read this response, and then I'm going to give you a minute, and I want you to talk with your carpet buddy, and I want you to score them. The student wrote, the article is about how scientists predict hurricanes and tornadoes. You make a forecast when you look outside to check the weather. With your carpet buddy, I would like you to identify what level are they at. Are they at a 2, a 3, or a 4? And with your carpet buddy, you need to be able to justify, I would use these boxes to mark off, this is what they have. And then I'm going to go back through this and I'm going to see if we agree. I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes to score this student. You may go. Give me 10 seconds. I need you everything down on the ground.
So he's actually at a 0.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I walked around, and here's what I saw a lot of people telling me. I saw a lot of people giving them a level 2. Do I have anybody right now that feels like they should have been at a level 4? Do I have anybody that feels like they should have been at a level 4?
I have a different opinion.
Do I have anybody that feels like they should have been at a level 3? You guys think it should have been at a 3? Okay, so let's go through this, David. So David's saying, I think it's at a 3. Okay, so the article is about how scientists predict hurricanes and tornadoes. You make a forecast when you look outside to check the weather. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you think they wrote the main idea in this. Thumbs up if you think they did, thumbs down if they didn't. Is the article about, would it be the main idea? Do you think the article is about how scientists predict hurricanes and tornadoes?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing weather, so I'm gonna say that's probably the main idea. I'm gonna mark that one off, David. Did they write about important details?
No.
So we have the main idea. You make a forecast when you look outside to check the weather. I would say that's one detail or one bullet. But do I think it's details? So what do you think, David? Should I mark this one off? Nope, so I can't mark this one off. So that means I'm automatically going to drop down one, right? Okay, did they name the topic?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did they tell information they learned?
No.
It says from different parts, but did they kind of give us a little bit of information?
Yeah. But wasn't part.
So I would say this is a 2, but honestly, I feel like they didn't even tell information they learned from different parts, meaning you should probably at least have 2.
Yeah. 2 or more.
But we can't drop down anymore, so I'm going to say they're at a 2. Clap once if you disagree with me. Clap twice if you agree. Okay, awesome. Let's move on to the next one. You guys are getting good at this. Okay, so here's the next one. This article teaches that scientists have ways to predict hurricanes and tornadoes. Hurricanes are bigger, so they are a little easier to predict. Scientists use radar to predict tornadoes. With your carpet buddy. What is this? A 2, a 3, or a 4? And be ready to justify your reasoning. You may go 2 minutes. 2, 1. Okay, I walked around. I heard a lot of good discussion on this one because I had some people saying, I think they're at a 2. I heard some people saying they're at a 3. And then I asked those people, I want you to justify it. Why are they not at a level 4? So here's what I heard. Let's look at why this isn't a level 4. First of all, a lot of you said, well, there's not 3 bullets.
They don't have any
So
opinions.
they said that they felt like they could have added more important information. Okay. Did they write about the main idea? Yes. Did they include carefully selected details that link to the main idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, technically they did. Did they use text structure in their response?
No.
No, they did not. So that's automatically going to take me over to a 3. So let's look at a 3. David, did they write about the main idea in this one?
Yes.
Jared, did they write about important details?
Yeah.
Kyan, did they write a brief summary that's about a half page or less?
No.
You don't think so? You think that's longer? Okay. And did they leave out any unimportant details, Titus? Did they throw anything in there that just doesn't make sense? No, so I'd say they left that out. Okay. So, check.
Wait.
I'm saying, me personally, now I know Eric and I Eric had, I'm going to let you talk in just a second, Eric. I would put them at a 3. Eric, I think you're wanting to move it over here, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Can you justify why would you have them at a level 2?
It talks about hurricanes are bigger, but it doesn't have anything else. But it does have what they use to predict tornadoes, but nothing about how they predict hurricanes.
Okay, but is it asking us just to write about important details? Does it say it has to be 2 about a tornado, 2 about a hurricane? So do you see, I can see what you're saying, Eric, but I would say if we can make it through and check each one of these off, it doesn't say they have to have 3 details each, does it? It doesn't say they have to have a certain amount. It just says details. We know they have to have more than 1. I personally, if this was your work, I would have this at a 3. David, I hope you don't want to cost your class a point or give me one. I mean, I'll take it if you want to, but... Okay, here we go. Now, with your carpet buddy, I want you to go ahead and I want you to assess this one. So, it says, this article teaches that hurricanes and tornadoes are predicted in some ways that are similar and some ways that are different. Hurricanes and tornadoes are similar to predict because scientists can predict when and where they will happen. They're different to predict because scientists use different tools to predict each one. Scientists use satellites to predict hurricanes. They use Doppler radar to forecast tornadoes. I think there is a lot you have to know when forecasting dangerous weather. Score this student with your carpet buddy. I will give you 2 minutes. Okay, let's look at this. I heard a lot of great discussion. You guys caught on to a lot of things. So, let's see if we all agree. Looking at this, it looks like a level 4.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of going on. I was like, wow, there's a lot of details. There's the main idea. This is for sure a 4. But I'm going through and now I'm going to actually score myself, or I'm going to score it. I wrote about the main idea. Yes, they did. Did they include a few carefully selected details? The bullets. Yeah, oh yeah. Did they use text structure in their response? Anybody see I thought that it was cause and effect or problem solution?
Oh,
So
contrast?
Or compare and contrast, there was no text structure. Did they write a brief summary? Yes. Did they leave their opinion out of it? David, what'd you say?
I said they're at a 4.
You think they're at a 4?
Yeah.
But they're missing text structure.
They were at a 4. Oh, yeah.
And then I thought you also told me, I think there is, didn't they give their opinion in on this one?
Yep.
So they gave me their opinion, so they did not do this one as well. So now I'm going to jump to a 3. Did they write about the main idea?
Yes.
Did they write important details?
Yes.
Did they write a brief summary?
Yes.
Did they leave out any unimportant information? Is there anything in here that you're like, that doesn't fit in there? That doesn't make sense in there?
Nope.
I think it all makes sense. So I would give them a 3. And I heard David and Jaden say, just because it has a lot of words, Mr. Rhodes, doesn't make it a 4.
Yeah.
You've got to have this stuff in it. Anybody disagree with a level 3? Anybody have them at a 2? Okay, awesome. Now, here's what I would like you to do. Hopefully, now you can see what it's like to look at 4s. I want you, with your carpet buddy, to use your article that you wrote with paw prints. And you and your buddy are going to assess each other based on your rubric. And you're going to let them know where they are at.
Your dogs because all the dogs are scared of the wheels. Was able to scare off the dogs. I have it right here.
That's what I was kind of nervous about. That's why I said I got it.
And then finally, that's how I'm going to go next.
Tara and Brandon volunteered to make 13 legs. Finally, rescuers found the reading to save animals. Problem and solution is the text prosthetic legs.
It's only the sun, not the sun.
Match the man my first salute was born missing from the second was launcher
So you did write about an idea. Get the idea.